Have you ever started that one project and just never finished it? This is one of my many projects I've never finished. I remember someone was tearing down this old farmhouse for new construction, and these were the floor joists. Solid hickory, and the saw marks on this were beautiful. Something from an old sawmill. With years of sitting outside, the bugs found it, and they may have destroyed it. I don't know what this thing weighs, but it definitely isn't light. And with my curiosity getting the better of me, I had to cut this open and see what it looks like. I'm going to test out these slightly used, pre-painted sawhorses I got from a garage sale. Or I may just try this Hobby Lobby bench chair thing that just showed up in my shop one day. As you can see, things just kind of show up in my shop. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who they belong to, but I'll use them. Working by yourself can prove to be quite challenging, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. Somehow my wife and kids convinced me to record everything. I don't really know why. I think they just want to see if I'm actually doing stuff. You'll see that most of my tools are 20, 30 years old. Most of them don't work. And if they do work, it's just barely. Exhibit A. It works, but something's wrong with it, so I grabbed a different one. This one actually has the entire cord covered with electrical tape. As you can see here, I'm giving it the old, what the hell, that's not straight look. It's always important to have a clean workspace. As you can see, I'm doing that. Here I'm just cutting off the ends. I'm trying to get two straight sides. Well, kind of straight. Again, clean workspace. Very important, guys. The plan is to rip this down to a little smaller pieces, a little bit more manageable. Turns out the blade was completely dull at this point, so I tried this, and then I gave up. So I robbed another blade from a different tool, because why not? I mean, look at that. Well, the secondhand blade I robbed from another tool was doing so great until it didn't, and then I realized that I was hitting nails. Whoops. At this point, I'm thinking maybe a coffee table. I'll split these boards down to about a 2x4 and see where it goes from there. And damn it, look at that. They actually ate through the wood. It's pretty bad. Also, my blades are pretty bad. I need to probably buy some new ones. At this point, I'm ready to go to the big box store and just buy some 2x4s, build a coffee table, stain it, put some lead weight in it, and tell my wife it's hickory. My enthusiasm for this project is dropping, just like this camera angle. I've got to remember not to clamp the camera to the same bench I'm beating on. Now I remember why all my blades are such trash. I'm going to go ahead and take these 2x4s and split them in half. Maybe get about 3/4 inch stock. See what this looks like. I figure if I cut them in half, I'll have more lumber and just make a thinner top. But I just realized it's pretty bad. So the thought process is I'll just keep ripping boards off and eventually I'll find some decent ones. I figure if it doesn't work out, I'll have enough scrap laying around. I could just make some cutting boards or something for Christmas presents for family. I've cut this almost 4x4 tabletop down to about a 24 width by 36 length coffee table. These are the only usable boards I have from that whole table, and I'm using the word usable very loosely. This is probably the newest tool I have, And by new, I mean several years old. But I freaking love it. It's a planer. I got it from Home Depot or something. Yeah, and remember the time I said I got all the nails out? Found one. So I figure I probably should go through all the boards. Found a few more. All in all, I've probably got about 6 hours in this project today. It's pretty discouraging because the wood is beautiful, but I keep finding imperfections and I just don't know what to do with it. So I rubbed some oil on it, let it set overnight, wanted to see its natural color. It's pretty boring. I don't know what to do with this thing. I guess that's why I'm making this video. I'm putting it out there. If you made it this far, give me some ideas, because it is very beautiful wood and it does have a lot of history, but I'm just not sure what to do with it. It's ready for something. All in all, it ended up being about 1.5 inches thick when I was done with it. But I did acquire this wood. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. There's cherry, some walnut, some oak. And that's what's left of the tabletop. It's pretty much trash. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to make something out of it. I just kind of gave up.